Okay, we're good, Carol.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Melissa. Good evening, everyone. I'm Carol Lisbon, Chair of the Planning Board, and I'd like to open up the meeting of March 23rd at 7:02 p.m. Following the guidance issued by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts in March of 2023 regarding the open meeting law, this public meeting will be held remotely. Individuals wishing to participate may do so by using Zoom video conferencing technology by clicking on the link or calling in, both provided in the agenda that's on the Dover website. Before we get into the agenda itself, I would like to thank Jody for all the work that she did while I was away and for running a bunch of meetings. Um, and I'd like to thank Val for helping out at the town caucus in early March. Thank you both very, very much. Really appreciate it.
You are
Happy to help.
welcome. And obviously, it was mostly Melissa.
Of course. Goes without
Oh.
saying. Goes without saying, but should always be said.
And Christine, I would like to add.
And Christine.
Exactly.
Amazing team. The work product the last 6 weeks has just been incredible, and you get a different view of it when you sort of look at it only in, 2 or 3 times over a 6 week period, and you go, wow. So absolutely wonderful planning board office. We start the agenda with citizen comments. If there's anyone on who would like to make a comment unrelated to an agenda item, please raise your hand. I don't see anybody. Melissa, do you?
I do not, Carol.
Okay, seeing none, we're going to go right to the regular board business. Do we have representatives here for the preliminary site plan review of 18 Meadowbrook?
Mm. The applicant, Ms. Hayes, is here. I will promote her to a panelist, and I will pull up my report.
Okay, so this is the continuation of a meeting on February 23rd. Since I was not there, I am recusing myself for any votes on this application. So I will turn the meeting over to Melissa, and Jody will continue her involvement in this as necessary.
Thanks, Carol. Melissa, off to you to lead us.
Okay, thank you, Jody and members of the board. If I could just quickly remind the board members, we continued this matter at our meeting on February 23rd. There were actually one outstanding item, and that was the removal of the notes on the survey plan prepared by Grady Engineering. I do have a snapshot of that up here on the screen as part of my updated staff report. The plan has been revised to my satisfaction and has been submitted into the record. We have that plan on file. It has been captured here as the updated site plan. Also included since last month's meeting is the reference to the elevations and floor plans. And then we have also we covered the findings and things at last month's meeting. I have also updated the motion and also have the conditions. That's pretty much the update, Jody. Available for any questions or comments from the board member as needed. Thank you.
Thanks, Melissa. It feels like to me, based upon the last meeting and your updates tonight, that we're ready to go right to a vote. Am I missing anything?
No, we're everything's in order.
Okay.
I think we can move forward. Yes.
Do any board members have any questions? I think that Melissa has done an incredibly awesome job getting the materials she needs into the record, and we have what we need at this point to vote on this site plan review. And I think based upon Melissa's work to date, we can see the draft motion is, do any of our participating board members have any questions?
No, I'm ready to move to a vote.
Okay, Val?
I agree.
Eric, any questions on your end? Great. Okay, so I'd like to make a motion to move to a vote on this application. Can I have a second?
Second?
Okay, so Val, would you be able to read our motion. And Melissa, can you provide us with guidance on the extent of the read that needs to happen here based upon, there's a lot here. Do you need Val to read everything, or what
Yeah,
is it?
no, Jody, I think if the motion is as read here in the as suggested on the screen, simply stating you could go into detail to the point of just saying conditions 1 through 15. I know that's the practice of the board. There is no legal requirement to read all the conditions into the record. Given that they're getting a little bit lengthier as we progress here, we might want to change that policy.
Okay. So Val, would you mind reading our motion here tonight, or making a motion as noted here in Melissa's staff report?
Sure. I would like to make a motion to approve the preliminary site plan review application for a detached accessory dwelling unit subject to the supporting materials and conditions contained within the staff report dated on March 18th, 2026, and as updated in the decision according to the...
Ooh, did Val just freeze?
Yep.
Okay. I'll keep reading. Combined with the staff report dated March 18th, 2026, and as updated in the decision. And I would like to note conditions 1 through, can you scroll down? 1 through 15 in the staff report as part of this motion. Does that language work for you, Melissa?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, it looks like Val's back. Sorry, Val.
Sorry.
Okay, good. No, I totally get it. Okay,
So I just want to get that clear. Do we have Jody making the motion and Katie is the second?
whatever makes you comfortable. Val started, then she froze, then I finished. So whatever you think is appropriate legally.
Okay. Well, Val started, you jumped in for her as Val, and then Katie will be the second.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay, super.
And we just need a vote.
Okay, can you lead us through that?
Yes, that motion's been made and seconded. All in favor by roll call vote. Jody,
Yes.
Val,
Yes.
Katie.
Yes.
Okay, and noting members Beam and Lisbon not participating.
Sounds like we're good. Awesome. Thank you for all the hard work on that. That was
Yes.
that was a challenging one. I appreciate that very much, Melissa and Christine from the planning office. And I think we're ready to move on to item B on our regular board business, and I'll hand it back to Carol.
Great, thank you very much. So a preliminary site plan review of an in-ground pool at 80 Strawberry Hill. I will turn this back over to Melissa to review.
Yes, I am in the process, Carol, of just promoting. We have the landscape architect with us, Mr. McClay. We also have Mr. Smith from Easton Pools. And we also have, I believe, the property owner, Mr. I'm going to try to pronounce the name.
You're brave.
Or can we call you Jeff?
Jeff.
Jeff is here.
Jeff, and it looks like the other property owner as well. I assume spouse, but partner, both here this evening. So let me just open up my documents here.
Well, Jeff and Vera, I believe you've been before us before, formally and informally, so welcome back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so getting right into the business here. We're here for a preliminary site plan review application for 80 Strawberry Hill. This application was filed on March 3rd, and all the materials were supplied and uploaded into our OpenGov platform. The applicant is Easton Pools on behalf of Jeff and Vera, who are here with us this evening. This was one of the lots that was split off, I'd say, in the last maybe 5 to 10 years through an A&R. and 2 homes were built in where there was formerly 1. Now looking to make some additional improvements to their property. They're looking to install a plunge pool about 9 by 16 feet with a nice patio around that, just under 1,000 square feet. We did mail out our courtesy abutter notices, and those were sent out on March 11th, noticing people of the meeting this evening. We have up on the screen just a wide aerial kind of shot. This is in the Strawberry Hill neighborhood, so the lots are very big and kind of sprawling, and you can see in yellow the property is highlighted, and the yellow dot is the location of the pool, sort of on the rear side of the lot as it exists. Moving along here, scrolling down, just trying to get in a little bit closer. We have here a snapshot of the survey plot plan that was prepared by McKenzie Engineering Group. Highlighted in yellow is the perimeter of the patio, and highlighted in blue is the pool interior to the patio. Plan does a very nice job of highlighting not only the 20-foot accessory structure setback, but also the 40 to be able to see where this lies in comparison to the property line, and also noting that the pool is situated in an area of improved lawn and not level, but not an area that is going to require extensive grading for this improvement that's being proposed. Accompanied by the application, we received the deed as required. We received the shop drawings for the pool that showed all the dimensions, the nice bench inside, the lighting as well. We have the plot plan that was up here on the screen, and accompanying narrative all provided for in OpenGov as well. The planning board, as we know, is required to evaluate this proposal against our site plan review criteria. And again, noting that this is a pool, a lot of the criteria really doesn't come into play, or remains, I would say, unchanged when we look at what the pool does, in fact, to things like traffic, in-town services of the nature like that. So the lot is compliant. The pool meets all the setbacks. The coverage is compliant. That is all located on the plot plan provided by McKenzie. Driveway opening remains, will be used as part of construction and will remain unchanged. Very unlikely to see a pickup in traffic based on the pool. Maybe a few more friends and neighbors coming over, but nothing of a concern of a traffic standpoint in the neighborhood. The existing arrangement of the garage and exterior surface and pavement is more than adequate for parking for the single-family home. None of that will be changed and will remain in use. As noted previously, the pool and patio are adjacent to the dwelling in the lawn area off of the deck, and really complementing that area for people to locate on the property, hang out, and enjoy the lot. It's a beautiful, very large lot. The pool and patio, well situated, again, minimal grading, minimal tree removal, all within the improved lawn. Again, making similar comments when we talk about the relationship of the structures and the design, well situated. The pool and patio will result in no impact on natural resources or groundwater. Even with the pool and the patio, it's about 1,000 square feet. We're still well within the allowance for lot coverage, allowed to cover about 20% of the lot, and they're just over 10, indicating that there is, more than sufficient open space on the property. The pool and patio will not impact town resources, no concerns from that aspect. And the pool and patio will not be incongruent or inappropriate in character or appearance. Again, well situated, very common accessory structure that we see throughout Dover. And this pool being very modest given the lot size and the size of the property. With that, I will turn it back to Carol. Any questions or comments? I have prepared a suggested motion with some boilerplate conditions here, noting again that we are looking at a pool proposal. Thank you, Carol.
Thank you, Melissa. Do we have any questions or comments from planning board members?
Carol, I was just curious, and Melissa, I don't know, maybe I just didn't see a plan, but is there any type of screening or shrubbery or something between the applicant's property and like their neighboring abutting property?
Yes, and if I don't say this well enough, please jump in. I believe it's on the driveway side. When I was looking at the aerial photos, and there's natural vegetation, and there's also a tree, I say a row of planted trees, and correct me if I'm wrong, Jeff or Vera. You're muted, ma'am.
There you go.
Yes, there are trees. Several of them are going to be removed, but they're going to be replaced with other planting and screening along the fence line.
Okay.
The fence line is elevated from the driveway of the adjacent property.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah,
Well,
that
this property is in front of 78, which is
yeah.
a new house up on the hill.
Okay.
So you might remember when 78 came to us, they indicated and have since done the plantings along the driveway
Okay.
and then sort of around the back.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, great. Great. Thank you.
Any other questions or comments?
I do. Am I
Well,
allowed?
well, Iva, this is you are not in a butter.
Yeah, but I live in Dover and
I think we're focusing on comments from the planning board right now, Carol, are we not? And then
Yes,
we'll,
and that too. So
Mhm.
Iva, let us wait. But in addition, please think about what you're going to say as being only relevant this specific application. Thank you. Do we have
Melissa,
do we have
Melissa,
any-
again, thanks for the comprehensive report. I have no questions.
Okay. Everybody else okay?
I'm fine.
Yes.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah.
Iva, do you have a very quick question that is specific to this application?
I think she's muted at the moment.
Iva, you're muted if you can hear us.
I unmuted her on our
is
end.
that better?
Okay.
Okay. Two issues. One, there's no mention of a fence around the pool. This is, I believe, I don't know if it's state law, but you can't have an
Okay,
in-ground pool
okay,
or
let's move
anything
on. Let's
without
get-
a-
let Melissa to weigh
What's
in.
the next question, Iva? We will
Oh,
address
and then where is, I'd like to see the surveyor plan.
the,
You know, I'd like to see, oh, there it is. Okay, so where is the house? The house, okay.
okay,
Okay, so the yellow is the patio.
yes, Iva,
And-
this has all been reviewed by the town planner with the planning board.
Okay, yeah, but
So,
you know, this is part of approving a project.
and
So
we have all the information we need, and I will
Okay,
address your fence
they are
question.
going to have a fence.
No, we're not doing this, Carol.
When Iva, listen very carefully to me, please, okay? The
Yeah.
planning board has reviewed this, the town planner has reviewed it. All our requirements have been met. I will answer your one question that's relevant, and that has to do with the fence. And yes, a building permit cannot be issued to on a pool until it is fenced. That is by the
Okay,
law,
good.
and there will be a
Because
fence on
I
it.
work
And
for
with
an
that, I'm
insurance,
going to,
homeowner's insurance.
with that, I'm going to mute you, and we're going to proceed with the meeting.
Fine, fine.
Thank you. Okay, so with that, let's see. Jody, would you like to make the motion?
Absolutely. Okay. I'd like to make a motion to approve the preliminary site plan review application with the supporting materials referenced above in section 2 with the following conditions as noted 1 through 7, just to follow the same format. Melissa, unless you think I should read those out loud.
Nope, that's totally fine, Jody.
Okay, do we have a second?
Second.
Second.
Okay, we will now take a roll call vote. Jody,
Yes.
Okay, and Carol, yes. Okay, well, thank you very much, Jeff and Vera. Enjoy the pool. Summer's coming.
Thank
Thank
You know,
you
it
very
doesn't feel
much.
like it today. Okay. So with that, we will move on to agenda item 2C, which is a vote to appoint a student representative to the Tree Preservation Committee, and I will turn this over to Val.
Okay, so I hope that you'll be able to hear me through this. I apologize for my computer. So we have Josie Danielski, who saw in Dover Stroll a little article that we had placed that we were looking for a high school student to be a liaison and serve on our committee. She reached out with interest, and she's very interested both in conservation and learning more about municipal government. So our board voted for her to join us unanimously. We also have received approval from the Board of Selectmen. As a minor, she needed to have their approval, so we've received that. And so we're in our final step now here in front of the planning board, asking that Josie be allowed and appointed to our board, to the tree committee.
Wonderful.
I don't know if Josie's on tonight. I don't know.
I
Melissa.
tried to, sorry, Val, and I tried to promote her. I'm not sure. Oh, she's declining.
Okay,
Okay.
that's fine.
Sorry, Josie.
Well,
Uh-oh.
it's wonderful to have a student rep on the committee, and it was a wonderful article in the Stroll. So I'm glad that it not only informed everybody, but it had a specific cursus as well. So that's great.
Yes, and so she is a sophomore at the Dover Sherburne High School and will be on our committee for 2 years.
Wonderful. Just through graduation. There you go.
Yes.
Excellent. So Val, would you like to make a motion?
Sure. I would like to make a motion to appoint Josie Danielski to the Tree Preservation Committee for a 2-year appointment.
Do I hear a second? Great, Jody. Thank you. We'll do a roll call vote. Val?
Yes.
Jody?
Yes.
Nick?
Yes.
And Katie?
Yes.
Very good. And Carol, yes. Excellent. Thank you. Welcome, Josie. We look forward to seeing you at the meetings.
Welcome,
Okay.
Josie.
Okay, item number 2D, which is a continued discussion of the fiscal year 27 planning board budget. And I'll turn this over to Melissa for an update.
Thank you, Carol. And just very quickly again, thank you to Jody for being my support. We went to the warrant committee just after the last planning board meeting on the 25th of February. And then we also went to the open hearing on March 9th with the warrant committee. So 2 wonderful opportunities to talk about our plans here in the planning department with the planning board. And what we're looking to do with the warrant articles, what we're looking to do with our budget line items, and also our goals to move forward with a Dover master plan here in Dover. So we were able to provide a handout. It was interesting. No one else had any handouts, but I said I'm going to do one anyways. And we put it on everyone's chair, and they were able to, take that with them. We since then have been able to leave that over at the library. We have some copies. Different groups that do newsletters are carrying some of our information, and also on display over at the Carroll Community Center. So continuing to just promote the budget and also the town meeting articles. Carol, if it's okay if I just kind of segue into that as well. They're kind of one and the same for us in the office. So we have our ADU amendments and also our site plan review amendments. I need to thank Christine. She has done an unbelievable job. If you have not had a chance to check out the website, please spend some time there. It just looks great. Everything's in order. All the articles are up. Great coloring, great highlighting, and just continuing to put information up. Very accessible to residents, very transparent. I think that's one of the most important things around this time of year is getting the information out to people. And if we didn't have Christine, we wouldn't have that up on the website right now. We would maybe, but it wouldn't look as good. So thank you again to Christine. And basically, I have received comments from some of the planning board members. I've started to receive comments from the public. And what I'm going to be started working on that today, actually, is I'm going to be putting together a memo of all of the things that we want to discuss and resolve at the public hearing on April 6th. So there are some things that were comments in the drafts that I had circulated to the board and also that I have filed with the town clerk and board of selectmen. So I will call out those specific things so we can kind of have a working outline at the meeting and chip away at that. And if you think there's something important that you haven't mentioned to me previously that you want me to look at in more detail or include in the memo, please reach out to me. I have no problem doing that. I just want to make sure that the discussion on the 6th, obviously open to more than just the memo, but that we target especially these things that I need further direction on and that we want to discuss as a board. There will be some revisions from the drafts that were filed, and language to address those will also be included in this memo as well. So we can use that as sort of a working document as we work through these changes, noting that there's 4 or 5 different documents because there's multiple sections of the bylaw, and just want a nice, efficient one-stop shop to put all these issues together and talk about them publicly. Thank you, Carol.
Thank you, Melissa. I would just add that, as we know, there are legal things that have to be in a bylaw. There are best practices that are either legally based or just best practices. And then there are items that are specific, maybe philosophical, not necessarily a right or a wrong answer, but specific to the town or the city that's looking at the bylaw. And those are really the ones that we need everybody's input from the planning board on. So if you haven't provided the input on these questions, if you go on to the planning board website under the town meeting material, you'll see the red line version as well as a clean copy. The red line version has all those open questions that Melissa mentioned. It is absolutely critical that we hear from every one of you so that as we approach the discussion on April 6th and then the vote on April 13th, that we have all the input before we actually take the vote. So appreciate all of you taking another look at that and sharing your thoughts with Melissa. Thank you for that. Melissa, next item is F, the housing development study and the public forum coming up.
Yes, so I have been fortunate enough to be working with the Housing Task Force and Barrett Planning Group, who has a long history of doing excellent housing work here in the whole country. So as we work together with Judy, there is a series of public forums that are going to be taking place. And the first one's going to be March 31st, which is next Tuesday. We're going to be holding that on Zoom. Again, all this information is located on the website, very clearly accessible. We have it in like 3 or 4 spots now, so you can't miss it. And it also links right up with the dedicated webpage for the project. So I asked the board members if you're on any email sort of distribution list, if there's a book club, if there's a carpool email, text chain, whatever it might be, please try to spread the word about this event. We've been trying to publicize it as much as possible. Again, Christine's done this wonderful flyer. We have this out at the library. We know the library gets a lot of action and traction, and also at the community center. So trying to put it in places where people that, frequent those buildings and maybe don't come to town hall as much or come hang out on these Zooms meetings with us will access this information. But very important to get people involved. The more, again, I can't emphasize, the more public participation, the better the plan. If somebody is unable to make the meeting, please direct them to the website. We will have some nice pop-up polling at the forum, and we're also going to be launching a community survey. So lots more to come on this particular endeavor. This will be the first of 3 forums, but nonetheless, really want to start to get the momentum and get the word out here in the community so we can get some good public input on this plan. Thank you.
Thank you, Melissa. I would just also add that we know from the MBTA Communities Act process how important it is and how valuable it is to get community input. This issue is as important to us, if not more important, from a long-term planning standpoint. So anything that you guys can do, whether it's on your own Facebook pages or whatever as well, to promote this event would be appreciated. Okay, with that, let's go to item number 3, which is approval of the minutes of February 23rd. They were
So-
distributed today, I believe.
So
And-
Carol, can I just add something on the housing
Oh,
partnership?
sure, Robin. Yeah, absolutely.
The
Sorry.
public forum?
Yep.
You know, again, I want to remind everybody in Dover, this is your study. It's not ours. And we really, you know, everybody at town meeting, they voted for these funds. And we are encouraging people to tell us what they would like or how they would like Dover to change in the future. So don't make this about the housing, you know, the housing task force's idea. Make it your idea.
Yep.
Very well said, and thank you, Robin. Okay, with that, let's move to the minutes of February 23rd. I hope you've all had a chance to take a look at them. Do we have any comments or edits?
None for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Christine, for putting them together. So with that, I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes of February 23rd as submitted. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Great. Okay, we take a roll call vote. Jody?
Yes.
Eric? Oh,
Yep.
Eric, you're not voting. Val?
Yes.
Katie?
Yes.
Nick?
Yes.
And Carol, yes. Okay, thank you, Christine. Let's see, we've done the town planner updates, unless you have anything more, Melissa?
Just generalized again, I would ask people to spend some time on OpenGov. I know we talked about doing the tutorial. I think at this point, maybe we'll wait till after we get through our town meeting articles. I'm gonna be fairly busy with that over the next couple meetings. And please spend some time on the website. It's a work in progress. Something you like, don't like, something we missed, let us know. Christine and I, unfortunately, have a good grip of what's going on today, but we haven't been here that long. So we are going to be working on things and really appreciate your input. That will only make them much better.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'd also like to thank Christine for the work that she's doing on OpenGov. You know, it started back in November, so certainly the applications we've received since then are going on to OpenGov. But Christine has also started a process in her spare time of going back and beginning to populate OpenGov with historical applications, which over time will be a huge benefit to us. So thank you, Christine, for doing that. I don't have any updates. I guess I'm glad to be back.
Are you?
Really though?
Well, you know, good on you for saying that. I'll keep the Aussie stuff going on. Anybody wearing a jumper tonight because it's cold outside?
Today makes us all wonder, but we're gonna be happy in a couple weeks.
Yeah, there you go. You can see the future business that's on the agenda. I would just mention, emphasize again the importance of the April 6th meeting to review the site plan review bylaw. So please get your stuff into Melissa and find time to chat with her before that for your input. To make it easier for Melissa and much more efficient, I would hope that anybody's comments on the bylaw get to Melissa before the public hearing. We will vote on the bylaw itself on April 13th.
Okay.
So April 13th will be a very important time as well for us. And that's all I've got. Anybody else have anything? In that case, let's I move to adjourn the meeting at 7:36. Do I have?
Whoa, that's
Is
a
that a
record. I
record?
second
It's a
that.
Someone's on Aussie time.
You know, it's 7 hours and 36 minutes since beer time. So, you know, let's just take a roll call vote on that. Jody,
Yes.
Val,
Yes.
Katie,
Yes.
Nick,
Yes.
Carol, yes. So thank you all very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
To seeing you on
Great
the
meeting.
6th.
Thanks so
you.
much.
Have a
night,
great
everyone.
night, everyone.
Good night.
night.
Thank you.